Welcome back to Football Manager. We're on the finances screen, just so I don't spoil anything when I click onto the home screen at the top. We're not doing badly with our finances. We've got a fair sizable chunk of money in the bank, £500,000 more or less. Income's going to improve as we play more home games this month. But a big thing that's giving us a lot of money this season, we're making it through the Carabao Cup. Us and Crystal Palace are the only two non-Premier League sides still in the tournament, after our 2-1 win over Watford, which, fairly simple actually, to be honest with you. Sears was injured, but that's what we have Greenwood for, and we managed to get a win from that match. And in the second round, as you already know, we managed to win on penalties against Derby County, and in the first round, simple 1-0 win over Reading. So we're through to play Brighton away in the Carabao Cup. I think it's quarter-final? Fourth round. So we've got a fairly strong future ahead of us. Another thing that's very good news, at least for us at the minute, is the fact that we're not doing poorly in the league. 8th place, 8 points off top spot, not even a single point out of the playoff places, 6 points out of the automatic promotion spots. Seems good enough to me. Also, another thing, the mouse. I've become aware that it isn't actually showing up in some videos, so I've tweaked some settings and I hope it's now actually appearing, so that when I point to something you can actually see what I'm pointing at rather than have to have it underlined. I hope it fixes it. I don't actually know if it will or not. Right, we've got the the Leasing Cup against Newport County today. We've got a couple new faces in the team, I think. There's definitely one here, Callum Whelan. You haven't seen him before, I don't think. No, that's it, yeah, just him, Callum Whelan. We're also going to put Max Robson back inside in place of Armando Shoshua, because I think he deserves the position, I think. We've got Reece Oates on the left wing for the time being and Drilling on the right wing to give a bit of mix and match in this area. Hector Ingram, I don't think you've seen him play before. He was on trial when the last video was recorded. He's going to get a run out today. And hopefully we can pull off a win, because as of yet we haven't actually managed to beat Newport County. We only managed to draw so far at our best, which was in the league a couple of weeks ago. I think it was a 2-2 draw after we were leading 2-0 after I think 10 minutes, and they came back to draw in the end. Very, very annoying. But we've got our game in the Leasing Cup, which hopefully should actually provide us with a win today, because there's no guarantee they're actually going to play a proper team. I've also got Eastwood in goal, because Eastwood's done very well in his limited chances today. Yeah, we'll give the thing to Payne for just reasons of he's arguably the best player on the field currently, other than possibly Robson. A win today would secure us into the next round, guaranteed, at this point in time. Oops, Sterry with a free kick into the middle for Whelan. Whelan to Payne. Payne looking out wide for Oates, but Oates did look offside. Newport County hit the ball long, but it's taken away by O'Connor. Back to Oates again. Oates to Robson. Robson runs into the middle as a shot was blocked. Oates now with the ball. Crosses in, but no one can reach it. And Whelan, a very poor shot from him, unfortunately. Yes, as I was saying, a win should actually mean that 6 points is enough for us to actually go through. Because Leyton Orient and Cardiff City are the two remaining teams. And they did, Leyton Orient beat Newport County. Cardiff City obviously beat Leyton Orient, because they lost to us 5-0. Oh, Robson, a great run to the middle, and Hector Ingram can't finish it though. That was very, very poor from Hector Ingram. Drinian now with the ball. Plays it into the middle for Robson. Robson back to Payne. Payne out wide looking for Oates. Oates runs past the defender into the box, tries a cross but is blocked by the defender, and Newport County have got the ball back again. But a poor clearance from the defence gives the ball to Drinian now on the edge of the box. Drinian crosses the ball into the far post for Rhys Oates for his 5th goal of the season and gives us a 1-0 lead. It's very promising to see that Boston United are able to win this group so easily. And for some reason, there we go. The table hadn't updated to show that we were actually winning the game, which was annoying. So in the first half, only a single goal to be scored. That's fine by me. I am very happy to see that we're winning. This game was actually postponed originally because of a waterlogged pitch, and obviously that needed to be rectified. I've just said to be creative, and apparently the goalkeeper's been pressured by this. You'd think that a goalkeeper would know that creativity is not his strong point, or not what I'm asking from him. Either way, it doesn't matter. We're now 2-0 up, thanks to Nicola Tavares. There's no real worries, I think, from this team in this competition. Already winning this match 2-0, and it's a free kick with Oya Goke getting a red card, if that's how you pronounce his name. Probably isn't. We're 65 minutes down, we're playing a 10-man Newport County. And arguably, I don't think there's much need to do to change the team around. There's no stamina problems you have to worry about. Condition, I should say, not stamina. Stamina's FIFA. There's no condition or problems to have to worry about at this point in time. No one's got a yellow card. We're actually doing fairly well in terms of discipline in recent games. I think the last time we had a player with a yellow card was that Watford game. So that's a very impressive run of games without yellow cards. And if it wasn't for Freddie Sears' injury, he would have a full squad available to this match. But yet we managed to win 2-0 with a very, very strong finish from the team, because they didn't have a single highlight that was positive for them, which is good news for me, but not quite for them, who are now almost guaranteed to be out. We've received just under £11,000, which is very nice to see. A win over Leighton Orient should give us, I think, £15,000 for progressing to the next round. And there's a bit of a fitness concern for these 3 players, but they should be fine for a 5-day wait. Should be fine. Alfie Payne, the new signing for the season, is, as always, an incredible player on the field. He's probably the best player we have at the minute of the team. Form-wise, 8.5 in the Leasing Cup in just 2 matches. That's incredible form. But yeah, other than the bit of jadedness, he's a very, very strong footballer. As you can see, he's got, I believe, the talent to become a championship. Oh no, currently playing close to full potential. Okay, I thought he was one that could be a championship player. It doesn't matter. Either way, we've got a great player on our hands with him, who can easily see us through this division and the cups and everything like that. We have no real worries at this point in time with his playing ability, because he's playing very well. We only have worries when he's injured. I don't think he's been injured yet this season, so we are fairly strong in the idea that he should be good for a period of time at least. This is fairly useless. It's just like to give the fringe players a bit of game time. We did try and loan out Nick Hayes, but unfortunately no one seems to want him, because he's not going to play for us at this point in time. He might play for us at the end of next season, not the end of next season, at the end of this season, going into next season, with Southwood probably going to be leaving at the end of the season because he's just not progressing anymore. He's getting to that stage where he's going to start declining. So we're going to want a new, younger goalkeeper. We got Johan, not pronouncing, who is a great potential, I think, potential League One player. Yeah, potential League One goalkeeper, but currently running national. He'll be our first choice goalkeeper in maybe a year or two, ahead of Eastwood and Southwood. And he's only an 18-year-old Swedish goalkeeper. He's an incredible player. And the only reason I signed him was because he was wanted by Hull. So it was effectively shopping because someone else wanted him. Yeah, that's the only reason I signed him, to be honest with you. Tranmere vs Blackpool, 2 previous League One sides going at it, and Cheltenham versus Bristol Rovers. That's a promotion battle, that one there. We're playing No one. Apparently we're not playing anyone. Oh, this must be the gap, obviously, because the Leasing Cup, they play a game on the Saturday. We won't. We play a game on the Tuesday and then the Saturday again after that. That's probably what this is then. So, obviously, we're hoping that nothing drastic happens in terms of table movements. We're currently 8th. We're going to want to stay in that sort of area. And I wouldn't have a Walsall sort of guarantee we're going to stay in that sort of area regardless. But yeah, we have no real worries at the minute, at least, of where we're going to be. Oh, Gillingham have hired Steve McLaren. Okay. That's actually quite a funny thing, actually. I looked on my, no, not that one, on my profile, because I wanted to see my win percentage so far, because I played 100 matches at that point in time. I'd managed 100 games. I've made match 107 now. And up here it said wanted by Gillingham. I was like, oh, what do I club as a new first? Obviously, they didn't go forward with it. If they had done, then I'd have probably signed if they'd given me enough money. But saying that, Gillingham are wanting promotion this season. I don't think I can give that to them, if I'm honest with you. They're not really a good enough club at the minute to get promotion in this game. I think 2022 will be the most likely year they get promoted. I mean, they finished, I think, 11th last season in the game. And I think the first season they finished 16th, so they are on a steady rise. But I don't think they're ready for promotion yet. Even if they do get promoted, they're going straight back down, almost guaranteed. Unlike Boston, where we've managed to get a takeover after our first season, giving us a load of money into the second season, Gillingham won't get that most likely, meaning they're probably going to be rooted into League One for a little bit before they have a chance of moving up a division. Ooh, Bright Asai Samuel, the former Blackpool player in League Two, scoring freely in the Championship for QPR. It shows you what League Two players can become, doesn't it? Because he's a player that when I managed this game a few years ago, he was a player that I released on a free because he wasn't good enough. Evidently, he's good enough now. And Steve McLaren, in his first match with Gillingham, managed to lose 2-0 to Rotherham United. Not a great start, I have to admit. Lots of draws happening in League Two, which is very good news for us because it means unlikely we're going to be moving around our position. We've got 2 fairly easy matches coming up with Walsall and Solihull Moors. No real threat in that match for us at the minute. And Walsall are going to be on the back of a 3-0 defeat, so that's even better news for us. Shrewsbury managed to draw 1-1 with Crawley, with Mabude, a player that I wanted to sign but did not have the money to. Forest Green managing to beat Cambridge. That's not ideal, but it's useful, I guess. Because Forest Green, I think, are now climbing the table up quite effectively, which is worrying for us at the top of the table because Forest Green have got a very strong team this season. Morecambe losing, that's very positive for us. I think they're in 7th, I think I saw it. So that's very good news for us if they are in 7th. So a quick look at the FA Cup, see who got through, see who went out. Oh, Victor Fundy scored in the FA Cup, which is nice to see. Eastleigh's out, which means Sam Jones won't get any further than that. Neither will Momcilo Saban or Ronaldo Brown. Altrincham managed to get through, well done to Jake Askew. If that was him in goal, it might not even been him in goal, I'm not too sure. We'll find out in a minute. So Josh Hewitt unfortunately drew, which means they got a replay. Brown had to go out. Pascal got a draw. And Fundy scored. FC United got a draw. Alfred Town lost. Brackley lost. But Northampton also lost with Ibu Torre. Jake Askew did manage to get a clean sheet against them though. And as I said, Sam Jones did go out, but Hall managed to go through. Matteo Urseg managed to only just scrape through. And Charlie Owens dominated in their game. So yes, this is the league table at the minute. Ooh, That's a hell of a drop for us, but a win would put us into the playoff places. Well, in theory, if Blackpool didn't win, if Blackpool didn't win and we win against Walsall, we should get into playoff places because we've got 4 on goal difference. Okay, Forest Green is a lot lower than I thought they were. Never mind. Bolton are sort of dropping like a fly, and at the minute, 3 relegations in what, 7 years? Not great. Not great. 4-0 Ipswich demolish of Shrewsbury. Halifax beat Kings Lynn. Swansea drew with Preston. Carlisle and Solihull Moors draw. Carl Robinson sacked by Scunthorpe and by Shrewsbury. That's not good news for them, really, is it? Fidello Rourke. 64,000 on loan from Birmingham. Striker. Possibly a future player for us if we're in the lower leagues long enough. We had, I think, 2 rest days because our players had a lot more time to recondition themselves to play for the game against Walsall in 3 days. Obviously, we have to make sure we have got a strong side that can perform in that game. This, I don't know how to done with this. I prefer it when it was a line rather than a block because it just looks bad if you ask me. I mean, it probably is a reason why they did it, but it does look bad to me. I don't know why. I don't like it. I really don't. The way that it's shaped and the way that they make it look doesn't look appealing. So far, over 200 grand profit this season, which is very nice. Ibu made his debut in the Nottingham Forest defeat. The Northampton Town defeat. Nottingham Forest are about 4 divisions higher than them. Salisbury have managed to pick up 11 bookings in the FA Cup in just 4 matches. Jesus Christ. He sent some Russians in. Divock Origi scored. You think he was still playing? No. It was worth a shot. That was only because I saw it was available. It was the only Championship squad available. And they were fairly low down the table. And I was wanted by Gillingham, so I thought, give it a go. Really. I know I said I wouldn't be doing it anymore, but I just wanted to see if I could get that sort of job. Evidently I couldn't. Frank Tabanu. Okay. Who are you? Oh yeah, you're that left back that we tried to sign. But you're now worth 45 grand after signing for Sheffield United after leaving EU Guingamp. So that's nice. So what do they actually say then? Strength of other candidates. Okay. So I'm not a bad manager by most accounts. I've got the agility that a lot of clubs want. It's just the fact that I'm not a strong enough manager yet. Just ignore the fact I got promoted twice in 2 seasons with Boston United after they were rooted to the bottom of the Van Armour National North, but that's fine. That's easy to do. Yeah, I'm not sure either, to be honest with you, but hey-o. Doesn't matter. We've got Boston United in a minute, and Boston United are the team that I'm going to hope to get us through. Oh yeah, don't mention it. Middlesbrough. They're in League One. Relegated in 22nd in the Championship. Not great. In fact, also in League One are... Where are they? They were there a minute ago. They were there a minute ago, I know they were. Oh, they are. Stevenage. Stevenage are in League One, which is nice. Sponsored by Burger King. I love the fact they're sponsored by Burger King, so that every player gets a free meal after the match. Oh. Shit. Oh well, fair enough. That's I think it's a game we already managed to beat them in once. Yeah, we beat them 3-1 last time we played them on TV, so yeah, not bad. And we got to play them twice in 3 days, FA Cup, then Leasing Cup. So you know what? That'll be the next video after we play Walsall. I know it's really close to the current day, But that's what we're going to be doing. We're going to be doing that match, those 2 matches, because I think we just need to. 2 Leyton Orient games in a row. I think that'll be a good episode. It'll be a good chance to see how good they are in the FA Cup game and then beat them in the in their Leasing Cup. So we can send them home crying while Cardiff City managed to get themselves through. Which would be a nice thing to see. So we've got Kieran Kennedy now, a good Vanham national player. That's very nice to see. But Jamie Sterry is now only a good Vanham national right back, not a leading one. So he might have to be dropped soon for the most likely candidate being either Marlon Fossey or Corentin Loakima. He's on the bench currently, Loakima. James McCoy was signed on loan because we thought it'd be nice bringing in a Premier League loanee, see what he'd be like, but he's really not that great. Unlike Corentin Loakima, who is incredible. He's got potentially Premier. He's already operating at League One. I mean, the fact he actually wants to play for us is incredible, because he's an incredible player. He's already better than every single person on my team. £2.3 million valuation. It'll be hard to top his ability. It really will. I mean, to be fair, we might even try and loan him back next season. We might. And if need be, get him on an end of contract deal, because he's going to be that good for us. We're going on to stick around. So for the match against Walsall, we're going to have the exact same team, but we're going to have Robson come out for Tazdemir, and then we're going to have. No, I'm not going to have Nielsen. Not Nielsen. We'll have Adebisi come out of the bench for Robson. Other than that, the team will stay as it is. No changes need to be made. Hector Ingham's doing very well for himself, doing better than Connor Hall. And even though he's played 3 games without scoring, he's played 15 and scored 5, so that's fine for me. Our attacking group could do the bit more impressive players, but they're good enough. They can last in the position they need to play them in, so they're fine for now, I think. And this should be a fairly good win for us, a fairly simple one. No real difficult opposition in this team, so yeah, we should be fine, I think. I genuinely thought I said Adebayor for a minute. I was about to say they managed to get Emmanuel Adebayor on their team, but they haven't. But they have managed to score thanks to Dan Scarr and Liam Kinsella. So we have a bit of a mountain to climb. 1-0 in the first 15 minutes. But nothing we can't do. Although saying that, we're probably going to go 2-0 down now, said that. So, yeah. I mean, Walsall are currently, I think, 21st, I think it said, in the league. So they should not be beating a team who were 8th until teams played a match in hand. And it's now 2-0, as I had said it would be, because of a horrendous mix-up in the goalkeeping position from Eastwood. He should have come out much faster than he did. We're going to have to make 3 changes at half-time, unless we equalise, that is. Payne with the corner kick out to Oates into the middle for O'Connor to Drean, who was offside. O'Connor should have just had a shot from where he was, probably actually would have scored it, to be honest with you. Frustrated team against a fired up team. We should be getting a chance, but we are not. Show more passion. 11 shots so far, 2 on target. Free kick from Walsall out to Adebayo, tackled by Drinian. Drinian long kick forward looking for Jamal Hector Ingram, doesn't reach him. Wills out wide to Adebayo again. Adebayo this time does almost gets tackled by Drinian. Tavares with a poor header. Sterry can't reach it, and it's crossed into the middle for a 3rd goal for Walsall. So now Walsall are beating Boston United 3-0 at home. More passion's probably needed, but not really going to help at this point in time, I don't think. 12 shots to their 11, 2 on target to their 8. We haven't scored. They've scored 3. That is an atrocious form they've got currently. And as much as I said that Hector Ingram was doing well, he's out for Hall. Drinian will swap with Oates and then be taken off for Greenwood. And Tasdemir will be coming off for Robson. We're going to need the best possible team out there for the second half. We're also going to have to go to very attacking as well. Headed away by O'Connor. Robson heads it to Greenwood. Greenwood gets the ball out to Oates. Oates, the long ball forward, doesn't reach anyone. Kinsella gets the ball out again. Connor Hall now chasing the ball down the edge of the box. And a shot, but it's saved by the goalkeeper. Greenwood now retrieves it. Greenwood crosses the ball in, but it's blocked by the defender, so the corner kick for Boston United. Corner kick to be taken by Alfie Payne. Swings the ball in. Connor Hall at the far post doesn't reach it. Tavares to Sterry. Sterry in the middle to Robson. Robson to Tavares. Tavares looking out wide for Payne, but obviously there's no highlight, so not sure. Alfie Payne with a free kick. And O'Connor. Oh no, Tavares. His third goal. Very nice from Tavares. That's his third goal of his career at Boston United. All 3 of them coming very recently. Kind of like Vargas in last season, getting some goals in at the end. Get a bit creative, try and get an equaliser. Because we've shown that we can now score against them. We just need to get an equaliser now. Which is unlikely, but it's possible. 57% possession. We should be getting a lot more highlights than we are, but currently in this second half we've only had 1 highlight, positive for us at least. Corner kick from Alfie Payne, swings it in. Greenwood with a second goal. 1 more and we will equalise. 1 more and Boston United would have pulled back a 3-goal deficit. And there is 2 minutes of stoppage time. And there's not enough time. Not enough time. Boston United unfortunately do lose. Unfortunately for us, a player who'd been on a goal drought of nearly 10 matches managed to score today. That is terrible for us. But 2 goals in the second half nearly pulled off a recovery, but just like the Colchester game, we still managed to lose 3-2. But the next games, as I said on camera, will be the 2 Leighton Orient games in the Cups. And until then, well, look at this quickly. Nothing really important there. Until then, I'll bid thee adieu. Goodbye.